all of that. So it's a great part of your marketing funnel, but it should not be the main part of your marketing funnel. It should complement what you're doing in Google pay-per-click, Bing pay-per-click, SEO, online, direct mail, whatever it is. Make sure that it supplements that. And Facebook has made it to where the platform is extremely flexible to help you supplement your marketing. And we'll get into some of that later, but building audiences that are your customers, right? If you get a direct mail list, being able to upload that into Facebook and retarget them based on all the parameters that are in your list. Again, those are great ways to use Facebook to find those motivated sellers. And there's two types of Facebook marketing out there. The first one is the use of ads, and I think ads are great. We do a ton of video ads here at Express Home Buyers. I know that Brad Chandler Coaching uses a ton of video as well, which is great. Carousel full screen ads also are great. We're constantly testing those. So I would encourage you that when you look at your ad format, to be testing between videos, carousel, and full screen and see what works for you. And that's really advertising in a nutshell, is that you're constantly testing and see what works. The second thing are going to be messenger ads, and messenger ads really allow you to make a direct connection right then and there with somebody who is interested right then and there. And there's two ways to do it. You can do it either by yourself, which is a very manual process, which can be very strenuous, or you can do it through messenger bots, which when they first came out were extremely effective. They are still effective, and they're a great tool to utilize that speaks to their pain points, and you're able to get them right then and there when they're interested, which is why I think Messenger is so effective on so many fronts when you use Facebook marketing.
On the way to work today, I was listening to the podcast, the digital marketing podcast on Messenger chat or the bots. It is absolutely incredible the stuff that you can do now. So what we're talking about is when you run an ad in Facebook, rather than have them click to a site, you can actually have them comment in the section below that they could comment like sell house, and you could start an automated message literally with a robot that says, what's your name, what's the age of your house. You could get all that information, and using a plugin like Zapier, you could actually get that information to flow directly into your CRM. I mean, it is incredibly powerful. Not that this pertains to our business, but Messenger is going to come out with the ability to pay soon. So if you're selling a book or something, they can pay right there. So it's and maybe the best outcome of using Messenger is once someone messages you inside the Facebook app, you now can reach them through Messenger, and it has like an 80 or 90% open rate, unlike email that just has a 20% open rate.
To go off of Messenger, just one point, Brad's 100% right. The customability of Messenger is what makes it so attractive. And again, they're coming out with features almost weekly on more of what Messenger can do. And I think the more that we migrate to Messenger, the more that we see that's going to have such an impact and take our marketing dollars away from email or even texting and going all the way to Messenger, which tells you, I think this is going to end up being Facebook's flagship product, only a matter of time.
I mean, you could literally ask the person, why are you selling? And if they said divorce, you could send them content based on divorce. If they said foreclosure, you could send them how to avoid foreclosure. It's that customizable. It's really quite amazing.
Absolutely. Audiences for Facebook, and we'll get into this a little bit when we go over the platform and we look through the platform. But again, for sellers, we want to attract high intent sellers. Get them to your site via either a lead magnet or using an offer. And what I mean by that is attracting people to your site that are either a warm audience or a cold audience. So what do I mean by that? A warm audience is somebody that knows you and that somebody has been to your website before for whatever reason, right? We call that retargeting or remarketing. So somebody who's visited a homepage, maybe they visited a paid search page, maybe they visited a blog post, right? Being able to get them back to your site, whether to either read an additional piece of content or whether they're going to act on the offer of getting a fair cash offer that day. The second one would be a cold audience. So somebody, I would consider this a very top of the funnel marketing activity. So these are getting people who look like your demographic, right? Maybe they skew older, maybe they have a household income that falls into that target market of yours, and you reach out to them via Facebook, and all you're looking to do is drive them to your website, whether that's through an offer or a lead magnet. Now, I'm going to explain what a lead magnet is. I'm not going to get into the the different aspects of it, but I'll just kind of quickly. So lead magnet would be a downloadable PDF, right? It's giving them something of value about your brand that's going to keep them coming back to your site. Downloadable PDF's another great one. Checklists, something, you're giving them something for free, right? In exchange for their information, right? Whether it's an email address or maybe it's an interaction on Messenger, right? So it's important that when you look at your audiences, are they warm or are they cold, right? Who do you want to attract, warm or cold audiences? When you attract cold audiences and you get them to your website, they then become warm, which allows you to retarget them with various ads. Okay.
So we'll talk more about retargeting, but let me just be really clear, because it is absolutely amazing if you don't understand this. Someone comes to your website, they don't fill out a form, they don't call you. When they go to their Facebook page and they're scrolling through, your ad can come up. And that's quite amazing, and it's a really, really, really cheap way of marketing.
Absolutely. Second one, real quick, just going to touch on it. We won't touch on it too much in this presentation, but buyers. Facebook's also great for buyers, attracting those cash buyers to assign your contracts. It also allows you to build your buyers list, both of which we do here at Express Home Buyers, and also allows you to post to REI groups in your area that you're looking to offload those contracts. Seller marketing, again, we covered this in the copy creation, but you have to make sure that you speak to their internal struggle, the internal pain, and use that you messaging. Again, you'll probably go out there and look in Facebook, and you will see a lot of your competitors. And what do they all say? We buy houses for cash. Okay, great. How can you stand out from the crowd? Use you messaging. Speak to that internal struggle and that internal pain. And I'll show you some examples of how we do that here in a little bit later. Images are okay. I recommend video. I recommend some sort of interaction and something that gets them hooked on your ad, right? So you got to have great copy, but you also, and my recommendation is to use video. It's actually never been easier than ever to create video, and I can't stress that enough. There are free tools out there. One tool that we use is called Go Animate. Easy to make animated videos, easy dashboards, web-based, and it's inexpensive to create several explainer videos, something that's extremely interactive. Use Adobe Spark, right? So if you have the Adobe suite, that's also an inexpensive way. Again, there's a ton of online platforms, browser-based systems where it's extremely easy to use video. So it's never been easier to ever to use it. So I would highly recommend investing in one of those programs in order to create video for your ads.
A lot of this stuff is easier than you think, guys, and later in the presentation we're going to actually go over how to select a Facebook ad management group that can help you, and we're also going to go in much more into retargeting and actually show you examples of how you can retarget to find motivated sellers.
So here again, buyer marketing, we'll just cover this real quick, and then we'll get into the nitty-gritty of seller ads. But putting your contracts on Facebook, putting them on your Facebook business page, especially if you are starting to get a lot of traction, if you're attracting a lot of cash buyers or agents in your area, it's a great way to go ahead and market it, and it's free.
And you mean market your contracts, the contracts that you're going to wholesale.
Absolutely. Yep. Market those contracts on REI Facebook groups. They're always looking for deals out there. People are always looking for